Okay, take two. I freaked out a little because I thought these were the ones that I did last night, but they weren't. Oh well. Okay, so here we go. We did 1, 2, and 3 yesterday. Now we're doing 4, 5, and 6 for young ladies in my church. And this is an extra that I did later, and so it's a traveler's notebook, slightly smaller. It's like a 4 by 8, and excuse me, it's different paper pad, it's different papers, it's different pretty much everything. So here we go with this first one. This one and this one are Mrs. Coggs images. Here's Its Beat Dingle. On the inside we have the envelope and the index card. The coloring page. Come on. Oh my goodness. Beautiful pattern paper. Most everything has been tea-dyed. Excuse me. Then we have this tag that I've made with some lace trim and leftover pattern paper that I love. And some note paper, lined note paper. There's like 3 pages, and it's been paper punched together. Here is the gardening page, and so on the other side we have this. This is my favorite one of all of the memo papers, grocery list papers that I put in these journals. This is my favorite. It's just beautiful pattern paper on the top, and then a Tim Holtz die cut. Simple, but it turned out so pretty. And if anybody has any way to glue these on with less fuss, with less mess, I would greatly appreciate it, because it is just a messy process to get those little things on there. Here we have her binder clip, beautiful pink. This is her innkeeper little pocket thing, which is so cute. Lots of pinks. I like pink. I didn't when I was little, because I hated pink for girls, blue for boys. So I went with blue, because, you know, I was a tomboy at the time. You wouldn't know that now, but I was. Okay, so we have this note paper. Remember sentiment on it. I backed onto lined cardstock and sewn around it, and a tab for easy removal. A map page, so that means Edith Holden on the other side, as a tuck spot for a journal card. Beautiful calendar page, I love those. And so we have a tuck spot on the other side. And a tag that I've made. This one is beautiful green pattern paper, backed onto cardstock and sewn around. This is back in the day. I don't anymore. I just find that it gives you more texture, more the lines of the baking pan if you don't use parchment paper. So this was back in the day when I used to. So it's like 3 layers, and then I've just cut out a rough heart shape, sewn it all together, and then bling down the middle, and some lace trim. Something to do with your parchment paper if you do use it. Here's the center little pocket, and we have a quote with the file folder as the base. Another tuck spot, the tag that I've just kind of Franken-paged together. This is Artie Mays. I can put that back in one-handed. Impressive, isn't it? I knew that you would be impressed. Calendar page. So pretty. I love lighthouses. Edith Holden on a map. Journal card. Here's the other half of the gardening page. So we have a piece of memo paper, which is so pretty. Lined, easy journaling. Pocket. This tag came from Rosemary, and then I've just added a piece of scrap paper and a sentiment, a quote, stamp quote thing. Extra tea-dyed paper with a banner on it. Her Melinda tag with a Tsunami Rose bingo card. And that is this one. Now we have this one with more red polka dots. Or white polka dots on red. That's what it was. Pretty Mrs. Cox. Here's her bead dangle that I got from Rosemary. Not pretty. She does such nice bead dangles. Need to take lessons, I think. Her envelope, her tab, index card. Put a little bit of scraps, papers, and ephemera pieces on it. She's got a really deep pink one, which is so pretty. Here's her pouch, pocket thing from Innkeeper. She's got a tag, and this back part is glued down. This is not. It's just held down with two pieces of washi tape that are glued. So it's Joy, and then if she would like, she can tuck a little something under there. A little tag, a little whatever. A little piece of paper. This is Porch Swing Designs calendar page. This tuck spot is the only one that I did with butterflies. I'm not sure why, but there it is. So pretty. Again, I've turned this into a sewn envelope. Inside, we have two little journal cards. It has, whoops, an owl on it from Tracy Fox. I love these little things. You can decorate, and oh, it's just, they're really cute. And this from Angelica. Coloring page. Ah, that's right. This gardening page was, this part of it was just writing. So I put one on either side. And Tsunami Rose ephemera at the top. Isn't that gorgeous? Edith Holden. And journal card. Her pocket. Isn't that gorgeous? Black and yellow. It's so striking. I like that. Punch the corners on all of them. And a scripture card. Edith Holden. And a journal card. Here's the gardening book. Just the bottom, I thought, needed covered, so we put some note paper on either side so you can turn around that. Excuse me, goodness. I really like this butterfly punch. I don't know why I only used it once. I've added a sentiment there to a Nectar's Creation card. And this is Porch Swing Designs with some Chanel trim, which is so soft. I'm going to turn the page. There we go. Beautiful calendar page. Calendar pages are so, they add such a difference, I think, to journals. It's like, whoa, what a beautiful picture. I was not expecting that. An arrow, and here's hers. I've stamped my jar stamp, added some gorgeous trim that matched so well with this purple, and journal on the inside. And that, ooh, I can get it in. Come on. That is that one. Those beautiful flowers. And go right over there. And the last one in the six Traveler's Notebook set. her bulb pin and bead dingle. So this is the only one that does not have a, I do believe anyway. No, there was one other that didn't have a Mrs. Cogs. Her front tuck stuff. There's the gardening page. So we have note paper and Tsunami Rose. Oh goodness, can't talk this morning. Tuck spot under a journal card. She also gets a pink one. This is hers, and you pull it out, and you pull it out, and oh my goodness, you pull it out. There's a tag, the quote, that page, Edith Holden, tag, coloring page, edge paper. Look at that. That's my favorite one, I think. So much color on there. I love autumn anyway. And edge punch. Goodness, what was I thinking? This is one that I made, a tag I made out of Nectar's Creation, a journal card she has. Backed onto cardstock sewn around it. Added a Mrs. Cogs pink in the garden. I'm giving them to these tomorrow at church, so I needed to do a quick video today. I love this one. It's beautiful green. And then this one, is another file folder base. I got this and a die cut swap, and then I added the flowers. This is a silhouette. I got a bunch of them from my friend Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. And a sentiment from Tim Holtz. And a tab. The other half of the calendar page. And another tag that I've made. With beautiful pattern paper. Backed onto cardstock, sewn around. Some beautiful brown lace that I had, and this is porch swing designs. I'm gonna get that right if it kills me. Edith Holden tuck spot for this tag, which I've done with just strips of washi tape that I learned from Paula Fjorder. I think that's how you say her name. That's the other half of the calendar page, or excuse me, gardening page. So another notepad. And I think this comes from Deli Girl. It's a free download of Chum Chum Junkies. Little pen nibs on this one, and journal on the inside. Thank you, Herman Linda. Awesome ideas. Okay, that is the end of the 6. Now, this one is separate, but still it's a traveler's notebook, just slightly smaller. I've done a bulb pin with a scrap of lace and this bead dangle from, oh my goodness, Rosemary. I'm sorry, Rose. I'm sorry. Okay. Then we get a die cut out of the sentiment journal. Side. This is all from a kit. Most of it is from a kit from Nectar's Creation. This is her Traveler's Notebook kit. I think it's called Paris. So she has two comes with 4 pockets. I've used 2. One at the beginning and one at the end. And they are hooked together so you can wrap them over a page, but I've separated them. Added lace trim on both of them. And then we have this piece of ephemera from her kit that you can journal on. And this tag from the kit. And this was totally and completely inspired by a video I saw from Gina Weissman. Oh my goodness, she just used random die cuts that were like labels and things and decorative edges, and they were just so beautiful. And all she did, I tell you, it was like, of course, why didn't I think of that type of moment? But she thought of it, and it's beautiful. She just did a single stamp on it. She didn't ink around the edges or anything. She left that up to whoever received it. But I've inked around it front and back. But isn't that just simple and beautiful? I love that. And then, of course, it goes with the front one. So thank you, Gina. I've used some script stamping and Tim Holtz Wildflowers. This is from Artie Mays. This is also Artie Mays in a quarter doily tuck with a ticket and butterfly and some bling, which is loosely based on Yvonne Preston, her idea. That's Artie Mays' journal card. Now, her journal card, these ones anyway, came like, I'll show you further on, but I've separated these two. It's better if you see it than me stumbling over my words trying to explain it to you. Okay, the other half, I've wrapped the doily around the 2 pages. So on the other half we have another ticket, and this time just some flower punches and some bling. And then this is just an extra piece of pattern paper that I had in my stash. Isn't that pretty? And it's light enough and small enough you could totally journal on top of that. And this ribbon I found, isn't that gorgeous? Just a deep, I don't know why this is beautiful. And then another of the, oh gosh, I'm going to be using these in journals for a long time to come, I'm sure. You'll probably get sick of seeing them. It's like, oh, can you think of something new now? A paper bag from Tattered. Oh, Tattered something. Tattered Dream? Tattered Dream. I think that was it. She has an envelope in her kit. Excuse me, her kit. Really pretty one. And on the inside, 2 journal cards on 2-dyed paper. The envelope is also on 2-dyed paper. A little bag. This comes with the kit. It's supposed to be like a belly band, but I just used it, a little piece of it on here. I've embossed some paper, and then I went through with my die cuts and cut out little tags that were cute, and a flower. Behind the bag, we have some stationery for journaling. And inside the bag, another tag and some crinkle ribbon. Ledger paper. And that's such a pretty kit. Now, in her kit, she has some lines also that you can put on the back of the pattern paper, and I've done that on some, but not on all. Edith Holden, and some note paper to write on. Paper clip, which is holding a little journal booklet. I was looking through my stash to see what I could decorate the front of these booklets with, and lo and behold, I came across, you know, you get so many things from generous, loving people through the different groups that you belong to and different swaps that you do, that you forget sometimes. And so I forgot that Rita Donnelly had sent me some die cuts, and they're just gorgeous. So I put a window on here. She also sent some flowers, so I put one of those. Timeless. And then she also sent this ribbon, which is so pretty. And then can journal on the inside. There's a tag page. Thank you, Teresa. Beautiful mint green. That was so pretty with all the pinks. Center of the book. More mint green. Here's another journaling booklet. This lace I do believe also came from Rita. I've stamped on it. She sent me this die cut, and then I added the bird family. And journaling. And this is the other half of Edith Holden book page, so it's just writing. So I put note paper on it, but the notepad was too long. So I cut off what I didn't need, but this was at the very bottom, and I wanted to keep that because it was pretty. And so I added it to the bottom. Kinda, it makes it a set. Done deal. Did also get a flag in there constantly. Paper. Loving kindness. Another bag, and behind it we have stationery, and then in the bag we have another Tim Holtz stamp, and remember, with some crinkle ribbon. I have a die cut for a jar, and I put a flower on it. This comes in the kit. And I left it open so that you could stick this little tag in it with some little sparkle trim. Now, when I make journals for people at church, I have different quotes, and so I printed them out, and it just was on one side of the page, so I thought I would just add it in here. It's a whole page of quotes. Then on the side of the bag, we have another Artie Mays journal card. And this one I kept together, I did not separate it. Another quarter doily tuck, this one also wraps around with a ticket, a couple of different butterfly die cuts, or punches, and symboling. And this is Artie Mays, and I just stamped it. And another ticket. And under this one is a Hermelinda tag, some tea-dyed paper. And then in the last pocket, we have another journal card that comes with a kit, and I've just corner punched it. And this one comes with a kit. And this comes from Porch Swing Designs. And that is that one. Alright, so now you've seen them all. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.